coulda never forget where me come from. No matter what me do, me a born Jamaican. I coulda America or I coulda England. Man, yeah, man. So I coulda never forget where me come from. No matter where me do, me a born Jamaican. I coulda Canada or I coulda Thailand. Man, yeah. Original yard man. Advanced like internet broadband. All over the world, the girls them want one. Them see the hard man and act, so we so strong. We mix up the roads, now one of we got tan. Well militant man a Spanish town.
Yeah, viewers and subscribers, welcome again. You don't know we're there as usual. You know, and you know it's Life of King. And before we get into the whole saga, let me just take time out to tell you that we at Xpressionz JA is about healthy edutainment, okay? And if we share anything that sounds untoward, it is not a matter of glorifying certain things, it's just a sharing to help people understand that they don't have to make certain decisions, as glamorous as though they might sound. Okay, people? So you don't know, with that being said, we are going to go into the thing, yeah? So welcome once again to another episode of Life of King. Yeah, ones and ones. So last time we did it and we talked about hustling and all these things, you know? But this time we're going to flip the script and take away a bit. Because guess what? I don't want you to feel king did that swing pan with around here, you know? Yeah? And so far, we kind of never so much highlight some of the queens that have shared the life of King. You see it right there, sir? So, make what we get tonight. People, one of the funniest thing when it comes to the women's saga, or if you might call it sex cockades, I remember saying, because of being a political activist, I was called upon to, you know, be involved in the enumeration process. Because, you know, see, from this campaign starting, okay, we have to kind of like chess playing, monitor, and, you know, jockey yourself in the position to understand where I go on and for hold key positions from early. So, with that being said, it was the knowledge that came to our organization that the other party, while they were entitled to one scrutineer as our party, the enumerator, who was the person in charge of really enumerating the people, was also of their dispensation. So I was called upon by headquarters itself and say, look here, Patrick. Them a play hanky-panky, so guess what? We want you in the system because the place where we are go enumerate was not in the garrison either. It was, you know, amongst the more well-to-do up in the Trafalgar Park division, you know what I mean, going up that way, you know, the Golden Triangle of Jamaica, aka New Kingston, as you might know. Yeah, so, you know, I was called upon, and lo and behold, people, the enumerator was quite fetching, if you might call it that. So, you know, lo and behold, the first day I meet the woman, you know, I want to tell us the woman run from me the first day I meet her, you know. Because I go meet her right at the intersection of Fairway Avenue and Lady Musgrave Road. But while I was there waiting to meet this woman that day, it so happened that it started to rain. And people, me was kind of wearing a very light jeans pants. It wasn't white, but my shirt was also white. And I said, "Chap, this rain." Anyway, when me look close by, I see a container, one of them 40-foot container parked on the roadside, like somebody got some goods or whatever, and it was emptied, but it never moved yet. So at the safest place, because I did see a black underneath it. So I run to the container and go sit down and pan the black underneath it while the rain had drizzled down. It never that fall hard. Lo and behold, I see this lady come down the road, you know, and I look on this lady and I say, what a nice lady, but the bag what she have catch me attention because, you know, them time they, you know, the bag, them, the enumerator bag, you know, kind of was election, you know what I mean? EOJ bag them, you understand? So people know them. So me call out the woman, see me same time when me see her, and me call out to this lady and say, tell me something. Are you the enumerator? And she take one look at me, and people, the woman take off running, you know. The woman take off running, and me decide for run her down, because I realize, you know, and this is the person where me need to see. So me I try to catch up to her, to explain myself. It was one factor that day, but anyhow, and that more I'm telling you. Lo and behold, when we finally meet and, you know, decide to do the work together, people, the scrutineer from the other side, who was supposed to be one of our team member, had some little practices that were not deemed socially acceptable, if you will. One of the main ones being, the minute he walks through somebody's gate, his next question after how they do is, may I use your bathroom? And people just couldn't like it up in them place there, because you need to look far for to say we are ghetto people, except for the enumerator. You know what I mean? Only when me open my mouth now start to talk, people start to kind of thing say, Lord, what is look like him just get caught in the wrong set of clothes. But you know, I come across a quote unquote eloquent, so them say at the time. Because one man named Mr. Theodore Seeley, who was the editor of the Gleaner, write EOJ about me and this lady. And I say, the perfect team and and the amount of compliment we get, say we're supposed to be together as man and wife and Pity the people think they know say poor man have she but man already. Anyhow, me decide say look here, when the time right, she was all mine and I took her over. However, she still had some obligations, so we couldn't live together. You know what I mean? So she would have come on me hard on a regular basis. You know what I mean? Because for her daytime, her regular job, she taught at one business school downtown. Anyway, them time they still, me did kind of have my hands full as far as the skirts are concerned. So, you know, me live in a yard where me live in there for more than 10 years and the door never locked. Anybody can tell us that which part Patrick Belly live at 28 Providence Pen Lane, that door they never lock. Yeah, man. Because any time of the night or day you come in my yard, unless I am busily engaged, if you know what I mean, my door is never locked. And there's always 3 women or more in my house, whether me did it or not. Because I left and go all Ochi and spend 2-3 weeks. I know lucky do and come back my place tidy and nice, said everybody in there watch, you know, movies and you understand? So, you know, it was a thing where me have these girls that pass through my crib hard and fast. However, there was a rule, a general rule, when this specific lady touched me lane, the alarm go off. Some little youth run come out and say, yo, Patrick, why if I come? And by so said, my bed straighten up, my place tidy up, and it's vacated until she gets there. You understand? And me have it go on for a good minute, you know, people. But lo and behold, me did have this other little youngie we used to forward. You know, in the nights and she used to sleep because you'd have one that come before that where she just come and go away. And then the young would have come in about 9 o'clock and she'd have stay, you know, because she sleep, you know. And, you know what I mean? Me have them kind of well-trained and running shifts. You understand? Back foot people, one Saturday morning, me there me yard. Get up, left me young in a bed, decide to fix breakfast and these things, and me busy, you know, and, you know, I busy myself and make breakfast and, lo and behold, remember, I know people have one like a room me living there and that's how I feel them time. One like a room, so nothing high. Lo and behold, me there the stove I do my thing. And a shadow come behind me and when me look up. And my girl just put her hand around me and say, good morning. I said, morning, baby, but my heart started go brrrr. Because guess what? The little youngin in the bed and all she had on was my t-shirt. So, me turn on and me greet her like it's nothing. So she said, who that? I said, child, you know, say, Jaja she come to, man. Because I have a cousin named Jaja we used to, bring me in from country. Big up yourself, Jaja, you don't know, I miss a mention. And them used to dead amongst me, so. I said, Jaja she come to, and she said, so why you she in your shirt? Woman no miss nothing in a big bag. Woman no miss nothing in a people. Me tell you something. Me now have to think fast and say, hey, you know, say Jaja man a country and them come with a whole heap of clothes. So. She see me night and she put it on. Me can't embarrass them. And she said, oh. And me say, yes, me get you when me want you. So me flip the script now and say, oh, yo, you want some of the breakfast? And she said, yeah. But you know I get you, so we only buy what we use to know. So lo and behold, she go, I say she wants some, me have to run go back out of the shop, cross the road. The shop where me go are the biggest foolish move me make people. Yo, by the time me in the shop and order when me forget and turn around with the goods, and the woman that bust a drape in my pants. Imagine the woman message people drape me in my pants. The shopkeeper start laugh because she know what I want. And everybody used to want me say, every time she catch you. And she carry me go up. By the time she carry me through the gate, people, the whole lane I come through the gate behind me. We go in the house, everybody come take seat, floor, veranda column, pallet step. The place full. So me turn the door and turn up my little music and make it a go and play. And decide to sort out the things. 2 of us turn off no breakfast we got. So then decide to discuss it. So the youngie, my girl asked the youngie if she don't know say, as she the mistress. The youngie said, yes. So she said, did him tell about me? She said, yes. What tell about me? He say your wife. Say not tell you about me. Me say me want to strangle the damn little pitney. Me say, shoot your mouth. And when me call her little pitney, you know, people, don't get it twisted. She was 19 and counting, so it wasn't airy scary kind of thing. Please, do be advised of that. But she was young compared to where me that work with at the time. Yeah, so, you know, she said, Tim never tell you about me. So my baby said, no, so you are who? Well, it's me and baby. Miss Ratty, no. And them did it and them back and forth it people and when me know for talk. You know when me couldn't say nothing. So my best bet now was for draw for the oldest thing in the book. I start to bawl. And when me say bawl, you know, people, me not cry. Me say me bawl. And the two of them start to hush me. And I say, yes, on the backside, you know. Two of them start to hush me, you know, people. So, me kinda and catch my voice now and decide to talk. So me say, look here, me know say, me not have no right for do this. But guess what? Me don't even know if I do, because I'm confused right now because the truth is me have feelings with the two of them. And me don't know should I want to left because it's not fear for left anyone for the other one. You understand? So me don't know if I do, you know. And if the two of them want left, me don't have nobody to blame but myself. I'm going, yeah! That bus under that piece of rotted bally people. They want to drown them. And oh God, they're sorry for me. They're sorry for me. They start to hush me. And when they start to hush me, sit and juke me and say, yes, boy, you're not sweet. And they hush me and they hush me. And then now they decide, say, because my girl, she being the older of the females, I try to get an angle on this because me out of sorts, you know, me totally distraught and traumatized by the whole thing. Me a ball knows that I run and all these things. Anyway, yes, well, she says, so how we go and work this? Because me not left him gear, you know. Hey, if you full company the pot, me not left him neither. Me say backside now to myself. I walk go on. So my people said, so The only other option then me there is that we have to go share him. You willing for we share him? And the little one say, well, we share him. Yo, yeah, what a tap instant. Me stove on instant. The breakfast done in a jiffy and everybody fed. Yes, when me walk out of the house, people, yo, and not normal. One roll on panani and one roll on panani, and I saw me go through the lane. Me tell you something, people. When me carry my people go a bus stop and send the other little one round to our parents them and come back on the lane, a case of Guinness there at the gate and wait for me. Remember me tell you, people, all are not normal. And remember, for years, the two of them know and greet each other and I have them living in total, people, Life of King, so forward, stay tuned.
Never forget where me come from. No matter what me do, me a born Jamaican. I could America or I could England. Man, yeah, man. So I could never forget where me come from. No matter where me do, me a born Jamaican. I could Canada or I could Thailand. Man, yeah. Original yard man, advanced like internet broadband. All over.